Good evening children, welcome to Akshara online classes. This is Ghaffar sir, your physics faculty. Let's start our session. In the last class we completed about measurements. In that measurements we discussed about what is mean by quantity and what is mean by physical quantities, and also we discussed fundamental quantities, derived quantities, supplementary quantities, and also we have gone through system of units. Those are CGS, SI and FPS, MKS system, and also we have learned how to measure the distance, that is nothing but length, how to measure the mass, how to measure the time. These are all concepts we discussed in the last class. Now today we are going to learn about multiples and submultiples. Here these multiples or submultiples will help you to convert one unit of system of units to another unit of system of units, isn't it? We'll use this we will use this multiples and submultiples for converting one system to other system of units. For example, so let's start that multiples and submultiples to detailedly. So better write down as multiples and submultiples. Multiples and submultiples. Multiples and submultiples. So here let's talk first of all what is multiples. Let's go through the submultiples. Here multiples or submultiples are nothing but above 10, the number we can call multiples, means multiply of 10, multiply of 10, above 10, multiply of above 10 we can take as a multiples, and below 10 multiples we can take submultiples. Understand? Above 10 multiples we can call submultiples. Understand? Below 10 we can consider as a submultiples. So this is the way we will take the multiples, submultiples. These are helping you to convert one system of unit to other system of unit. Let's start first what is multiples. Later we start, later we'll go on with multiples. Later we'll go on to submultiple first. So write down multiples. Here the multiples are said about 10 multiples we can consider as a submultiple. For example, here about 10 means first one is 10, later 10 square, later 10 cube, later 10 power 6 directly, next later 10 power 9, 10 power 12. This is the way we have multiples. But these multiples having names. The names are, first one is, this is called deca. 10 means deca. 10 means deca. Similar way, 10 square means hectare. 10 square means hectare. And 10 cube means kilo. What we can call this multiple? 10 we can call deca, 10 square we call hectare, and 10 cube we can call kilo, and 10 power 6 also called mega. And same way 10 power 9 we can call giga. And next 10 power 12 we can call tera. So this is the way we have the multiples. So these are the multiples. But how do you use these multiples in our units? For example, we have, for example, when you are measuring the length. When you are measuring the length, 1 meter. 1 meter is a SI system of length. But this SI system of length also we can this length also we measure in kilometer. So what is this kilometer? Kilometer. Here kilometer, that is equal to kilometer. Here kilo stands for Kilo stands for what? 10 power 3. Kilo stands for 10 power 3, which means 1 into 10 power 3 meter. This is a way you can convert 1 meter, that kilometer to meters. So by taking this kilo means 10 power 3, so that we can multiply 10 power 3 here, that you can write meters. Since how many meters is equal to 10 kilometer, that is 10 power 3 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. That way the multiple will use to express the units. And same way, for example, next 10 power, let me take here for example 1 kilo hertz. Actually here hertz is a frequency units. Hertz is a frequency units. Here K stands for what? K stands for what? Kilo. So but how we can convert this kilohertz to hertz? Here kilo means 10 power 3 hertz. This is the way we can convert that kilo to hertz by multiplying 10 power 3. Here K stands for kilo, that kilohertz is equal to 10 power 3 hertz. So that way to express the units, here kilo is useful. And even we can express the same way. Here instead of kilo, if I take megahertz, MHz. Here again MHz. What is mean by MHz? Megahertz. So here what is mean by mega? Mega represents 10 power 6 and hertz you can write. So 1 MHz represents 10 power 6 hertz. That way we will use this megahertz to express the units. Similar way, one more we can take. So you know in our daily life we'll use memory. To store the memory, we'll measure the memory, we'll use bytes. Understand? Byte is a memory unit. Okay, byte is a memory unit. You know 1 KB. What is mean by 1 KB? The 1 KB is nothing but 1 kilobyte. Okay, 1 kilobyte. Here K stands for kilo. That kilo represents with 10 power 3 byte. So which means 1 KB means 10 power 3 bytes. This is the way even used for memory. Not only 1 kilobyte, you know sometimes we'll measure terabytes. So what is tera? Tera, giga, 1 GB. Actually we are using 1 GB. So here 1 GB. Here G stands for giga. Since giga represents how much multiple? It is 10 power 9 byte. Here 10 power 9 represents what? 10 power 9 represents 10 power 9 bytes represents the 1 GB. Understand? Similar way, sometimes we can apply in another way the terahertz. For example, the frequency 1 terahertz here. Tera represents 10 power 12 Hz. This is the way we can use for converting one system of units to other system of units for this by using what? Multiples. So this is the what? Multiples. Now you know hectometer. For example, if I take hectare, look at here, hectare. Generally area units are meter square. Area units are generally meter square. But here hectometer. That hectometer we can call hectare. That hectare equal to how many meter squares? You know hecto means 10 square. 10 square, and this is meter, since meter square, which means 10 power square meter square is equal to 1 hectare. This is the way we can find, we can use these multiples to represent in a simpler manner for the units. So this is some examples. Let's go with other thing, submultiples. What is that? Submultiples. Wait, I'll write in another book. Yeah, next submultiples. Submultiples. What is this submultiples? Already I said submultiple means below 10 multiples we can take as a submultiples. Am I right? So what is the below 10? Below 10 is nothing but 10 power minus 1. 10 power minus 1 is a below 10. And the next 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3 and 10 power minus 6 and 10 power minus 9 and 10 power minus 12. That way we can use the submultiples. But here these submultiples having some names. What are these names for submultiples? The submultiples names are 10 power minus means deci. Deci. You know 10 power minus 10 power 1 means deca, 10 power minus 1 means deci. Same way 10 power 2, 10 power 2 we call deca, but here, yeah, 10 power minus 2 called 10 power 2 called hecto, but 10 power minus 2 called centi. Next, same way 10 power minus 3 called milli. Same way 10 power minus 3 called micro. Same way 10 power minus 9 is called nano. 10 power minus 3 is called pico. This is the way we will use the submultiples. Here we have names. This is called deci. This is called deci. Next, this is called centi. This is called milli. Small m represents. This is called represented with micro, mu. This is represented with n. This is represented with pi. So this is the way we'll use the symbols for having for what? Submultiples. Let's see with one example, with some example. Example number, some examples. Examples. Here examples are, let's start with the centi. You know, 1 meter. 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Or else let's start with finding the distance units. How can you measure distance? You know, centimeter. For example, 1 centimeter. Generally 1 centimeter represented with what? cm. 1 cm is equal to, you know, C stands for centi. Centi means 10 power minus 2. But here meter, so 10 power minus 2 meters is equal to how many centimeters? 1 centimeter. That way this submultiple is helping you to express the units, to express the things. Same way here, next let me take milliliter. For example, 1 millimeter. this is 1 mm. When this is 1 m, how can you express this 1 m? 1 mm, 1, you know, 1 into milli means 10 power minus 3, then meter. Since this is equal to 10 power minus 3 meters is equal to 1 millimeter. That way we can use this submultiples to express the little factors. Next, for example, same way for the larger values. I mean this still smaller, 1 micrometer. Generally this 1 micrometer for measuring the size of the molecules. We'll measure this micrometer for measuring the size of the molecules. This 1 millimeter you measure the thickness of the wires. Then 1 centimeter we measure the small lengths. Okay, that way these length units will help you. These submultiples help you. And here, what is mean by 1 micrometer? This 1 micrometer is equal to micro means 10 power minus 3 and meters. Micro means 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 meters we can represent as how much? 1 micrometer. Similar way, how can you represent 1 nanometer? 1 nanometer we can express as 10 power minus 9 meter. This is how we can use for finding the length for different situations. Better take down. After that, let's talk with another. This is for measuring the application of submultiples in the case of measuring the length. Similar way, same submultiples. How to measure the mass? Let's see. How to measure the mass? Let's see. Measuring the mass. Measuring the mass with submultiples. For example, you have mass units. You know mass units, kilo, kg. Actually, here 1 kg. 1 kg means K stands for 10 power 3. 10 power 3 grams. 10 power 3 grams represents what? 1 kg. You know 1 mg. Generally, you observe this mg in the case of when you see the tablets, back side of the tablets, you represents the you can see this mg value. Here mg means milligram. So here, how can you represent this milligram? 1 milligram is equal to 10. Milli means 10 power minus 3 gram. So that way we can represent the mass units by using the submultiples. Not only here, microgram. So μg even you can observe this in the tablets, the back side of the tablet covers. So that μg means 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 grams represents 10 power minus 6 grams represents what? 1 microgram. This is the way we can use for finding the measuring the mass by using the submultiples and multiples. Similar way, let's see for time using the multiples and submultiples for time. So you know time units. Time units are second. You know time units are second and hours, and next minutes. Hour hours, minutes and seconds. These are the time units. But how can you express these time units? How you use this multiples, sub-multiples for having the time units? For example, 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond. Millisecond. This is a 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond means, how can you represent 1 millisecond? Milli means 10 power minus 3 second, which means in a second, how much part, the 1000th part we can represent with 1 millisecond. Similar way, microsecond. What is mean by here microsecond? Micro means 10 power minus 6 seconds, which means in the second, how much part? 10 power 6, 10 power minus 6 part represents the 1 microsecond. So this is the how. Even we can represent nanosecond. Nanosecond means 10 power minus 9 seconds represent with nanosecond. And also one more is there, nano. Next one is what? Tera, giga, others pico, 10 power pico second, p second. That p seconds represent 10 power minus 12 seconds will give 10 power minus 12 seconds. This is how the sub-multiples and multiples will help you for measuring the mass, even for time. Understand? Let's do some problems here. Let's do some problems. Let's do some problems. Yeah. So the problem is 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube equal to how many centimeters cube? 1 meter cube is equal to how many centimeters cube? So that is equal to 1 meter cube is equal to dash centimeter cube. This is the way. This is one question. So here, you know 1 meter. You know meter is equal to how many centimeter? Just now we told meter is equal to how many centimeter? 10 power square. So 10 square centimeter, 10 square centimeter cube. 10 square centimeter cube. So that is equal to, so I can write this as 1 into 10 power 6 into 10 power 6 into centimeter, 10 power 6 into centimeter cube. So finally 10 power 6 centimeter cube is equal to 1 meter cube. Here 10 power 6 you can write mega. 10 power 6 you can write mega. 1 meter cube is equal to 10 power 6 centimeter cube. This is how we can find the what? The conversion. We can take the conversion. Not only that, we can use in another way also. 1 millimeter is equal to so one more question. 1 millimeter is equal to how many? 1 millimeter is equal to how many centimeter? 1 millimeter is equal to how many centimeter is the question. You know already 1 millimeter is equal to, so you know milli means, just now we discussed milli means 10 power minus 3 meter, that is equal to 10 power minus 3. But meter is equal to how many centimeters? Meter is equal to 10 power 2 meters, 10 power 2 centimeter. Finally 10 power minus 3 plus 10 power minus 3 plus 10 power 2 centimeter, which is equal to 10 power minus 1 centimeter. So that is 1 millimeter. That means 1 millimeter is equal to 1 decicentimeter. 1 millimeter is equal to 1 decimeter. 1 decimeter, 1 decimeter or 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 1 centimeter. So that way we can represent the units. And not only that, one more is a 1 meter square is equal to 1 meter square is equal to how many centimeter square? So 1 meter square is equal to how many centimeter square? This is the way how many centimeter square. Here 1 meter, just now we have gone through 1 meter is equal to 10 power 2 centimeter and whole square, which is equal to 10 power 4 into centimeter square. So this is the way we can convert by using submultiples. By using submultiples, we can convert one system of unit to other system of units by using submultiples. I can give some other examples. I can give 1 gram. 1 gram is equal to how many kgs? 1 gram is equal to how many kgs? Here, 1 gram. So, but here, 1 kg is equal to, you can write 1 gram is equal to how many kgs? Yeah, already earlier we know that 1 kg is equal to 10 power 3 grams. Already you know this one. From here 1 gram is equal to we can write 1 by 10 power 3 1 by 10 power 3 kg 1 by 10 power 3 kg. From here 1 gram is equal to 10 power minus 3 kg simply. So this is a submultiple. So you can write 1 gram is equal to how much? 10 power minus 3 kg. But what is 10 power minus 3? 10 power minus 3 means milli. 10 power minus 3 means milligram. 1 gram is equal to how many milli kgs? 10 power minus 3. 1 milli kg is equal to 1 gram. So that way we can convert one system of unit to other system of unit by using submultiples. Not only that, I'll give one question. 600 grams is equal to how many kgs? Simply by using the same thing. Just now we have gone through 1 gram is equal to 10 power minus 3. Same way 600 grams equal to how many kgs? 600 as it is you can write grams. Already you know 600 into 1 gram equal to 10 power minus 3 kg. So that way we can convert. So finally 6 into 10 power minus 1 6 into 10 power minus 1 kg, or else 600 grams is equal to 0.6 kg. That way we can convert one system of unit to other system of unit. This is what the multiplication, multiples and submultiples are helping you. So that is what this is the way multiples and submultiples are helping you to convert one system to other system. Okay, this is the usage of multiples and submultiples. For today we'll stop the session. In next class we'll go through the other concept. For today I'll stop the session. Bye.